I want to talk about Thandiwe Newton. Um, Thandiwe. All right. On April 5th, 2021, Delisted says Thandiwe Newton is reclaiming the correct spelling of her name. Thandiwe has been in the news lately for the past couple weeks. Well, in the past week, saying that she's going to rehab and that she had a big argument with Tatum Channing on the movie Magic Mike #3 that they're supposed to be filming, and she got kicked out of the movie, and her agent had to come to the UK and come get her because she fired her UK agent that she had for like 20, 30 years. I don't know, we're going to get there. However, back on April 5th, 2021, last year, 2021, April 5th, Thandiwe came out and said, in a well, Delisted told us that on April, so around that time last year, which is around this time, she said in an interview with British Vogue that she declares herself Thandiwe Newton, which is the correct spelling of her name. She said, "That's my name. It's been always my name, and I'm taking back what's mine." Apparently, she said Thandiwe means beloved in Shona, which is a Bantu language of the Shona people of Zimbabwe. She's Zimbabwean. And Thandiwe's mother is a granddaughter of a Shona chief, which makes her Thandiwe and her daughters all Zimbabwean princesses. Because I told you, they find these people that are royalty and have royal blood to come into the industry because of their DNA. Thandiwe was 48 years old at the time, and she says that all her future films will be credited with the name Thandiwe Newton, and she's already changed her Instagram and Twitter handles, and IMDb made the alteration as well. She also tweeted the explanation of how the W got dropped. She said, "The director of my first film asked to use my actual name for the character because it was authentic and beautiful. I felt flattered and agreed. And then in the credits, they used my nickname to differentiate from the character name. They stole my name, and I'm taking it back." All right, so they used her real name for her character and then went ahead and changed her real name to her face. So just gave her this name out of nowhere. They also asked her to be a bit darker, be darker by Monday, they said, and when she auditioned for the role. So she spent that weekend covered in coconut oil and frantically bronzing. She said she got the role. Colorism has just been the funniest. I've been too black, not black enough. I'm always black. I'm just like, what do you people want? The movie that she filmed was called Flirting, and it was this is according to delisted.com, a 1991 film that she co-starred in with Nicole Kidman. The director in question is John Dugan, Duigan, and she has long been vocal about how he preyed on her when she was just 16 and he was in his 40s. I thought they said he was 39. There's a moment where the ghost of me changed, she says, thoughtfully zoning back in time, eyes hardened. And it was then, it was 16. He derailed me from myself utterly. I was traumatized. It was kind of PTSD for sure. I was distraught and appalled that a director had abused a young actress and that it was happening elsewhere. Minors getting abused and how messed up it was. I was basically waiting for someone to come along and say, well, what shall we do about this? So the article continues and goes on that the violations by Dugan lasted 5 years, 2 of which were termed a relationship after he sought her parents' blessings for her to be his girlfriend when she was 18, while asking her to hide their previous intimacy. If people questioned what this older man was doing with this young girl, he would tell her they were being racist towards her, and she believed him. At 20, she managed to free herself and move into her first flat. There, continuing with her anthropology degree at Cambridge and doing 2 more films with him out of shame and guilt for abandoning him. She's been speaking about her abuse long before Me Too. She became an activist, worked with the Say Her Name campaign, the City of Joy Project, and helped establish 1 Billion Rising, which campaigns to end violence against women. She says she's no longer afraid of the red carpet, which has always reminded her of her invisibility. The thing I'm most grateful for in our business right now is being in the company of others who truly see me and to not be complicit in the objectification of Black people's lives, of Black people as others, which is what happens when you're the only one. She tweeted that after her interview with the Vogue interview, her daughter told her that she was the baddest. and that she respected it very much, what Thandiwe had done. Um, so that was 2021 last year. And then this year, she had an issue with Sean Penn. He made a comment about feminized men and she laughed about it. And then um, they laughed about it. Um, and that was that. So she had a lot to say about him, that he's a bubbling fool and this and that. She has a movie that she did just recently called All the Old Knives. She's currently, um, it's the number one most watched on Prime Video in the US. I just watched it over the weekend. It's a very good movie. It's about this guy that goes to go, yes, he goes to go, was a spy. He goes to check the spy that him and her had a relationship together. Something happened. Somebody was a mole. They're trying to figure out who he was. The mole was. He thought it was her. She thought it was him. He, it. The ending is so melodramatic and it's really good. Amazon Prime. I'm gonna go ahead and review it after this because I wanted to talk about it. They had a love scene in there, and it was one of the very interesting scenes in the modern day that I've seen. I really thought they was really like entangled because the way how it seemed, how it looked, and how everything went. Um, so let's talk about a little bit about Thandi's. She looked rough in the movie. She looked like she was going through something. I don't know what she was going through, but she really looked like she was going through something. I think that she's been silenced for a long time. And there's something else that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if it was Variety. The interview was Variety or Vanity. Maybe it was Variety. I don't know. Hold on. I want to find this thing here. There was this um, video going around back in, I believe it was like February, March or something, with Cindy, and she was saying that she wanted to apologize to black women, because to dark skinned women, because her mother's a dark skinned woman, and she was crying, and her mother's a dark skinned woman, and she's sorry for all the dark skinned women who felt like she took their men, and some argument. So the argument was, she was coming with, people were laughing, it was going on and on. I don't think that she released that video. I don't think that I think that video was probably even maybe like an audition, and they released it on her because of whatever is going on. I'm not fooled by, what I see with my eyes. I see them saying that she was ousted from this latest movie. I saw her in the movie here, All the Old Knives. She looks really rough. She looks really like she's going through something mentally. You could see on her face and everything, even though she's acting like I've never seen her look that way before. I don't know if it's the relationship or what she was going through with her husband. They said that she's broken up with her husband that she's been with for um she's been with her husband for quite a while. Um I don't know, they said 30 years, 20 years. Him look rough too. Him look stressed out. This is the latest picture of him. He looks rough too. He looks really stressed out. I don't know why they're so stressed out. Why Hollywood people look so stressed out? They say they see him without his wedding ring, but he don't look happy to me. I don't know what they're trying to do to these people. Um, she's been married for 20 years. Over 20 years they've been married, okay? So they're having a divorce. I don't know the specifics. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a statement soon or something soon to let us know exactly what, they're gonna tell us occurred or whatever. But I think it's a little bit more. Um there was um something else. She addresses coloring and colorism in the casting of films. In an interview with the AP, she opened up about colorism in the film industry. So it was an interview with AP. She said, "I wanted so desperately to apologize every day to darker skinned actresses," she said, "to say I'm sorry that I'm the one chosen." Newton, this is according to NPR.org. Newton, who is biracial, is often criticized for benefiting from her lighter skin. In 2012, she was casted as an Igbo woman in Half a Yellow Sun, which caused a stir online as a, like, Yoruba. In 2018, she had to respond on Twitter after receiving backlash for referring to herself in The Guardian as the first dark skinned woman in a lead role in the Star Wars legacy. In this new interview, she talked about how the prejudice she says she has faced helped to prepare her for the starring role in her new movie, which was God's Country. She said, that it's it doesn't matter that it's from African American women more than anyone else. I receive prejudice. Anyone who's received prejudice feels this character. Um, so there's a video that they released on February 2nd where her addressing the dark skinned woman and what she's saying, and it was released on Twitter, and it really went really badly. However, there was something else that occurred with Thandiwe. Um, According to CinemaBlend.com, Thandiwe Newton reveals more details about her disturbing casting couch incident. Have you heard the term casting couch before? You probably have. It represents the trading of sexual favors to help someone get a job and is widely associated with the motion picture industry for when potential actors arrive at an audition and have to please a casting director or producer in order to land a coveted gig. It's a horrific phrase, but it exists before it's a gross reality of the entertainment industry, as this recent story told by Crash star Thandiwe Newton reminds us. The Westworld actress was being interviewed by W Magazine, and the subject came around to an uncomfortable and disturbing experience she had at a young age while auditioning for film roles. Newton recalled once again an uncomfortable experience she had with a casting director when she was trying to break into the business. She has shared this personal story before, and when she didn't mention the name of the director in the story, she recalled the incident in question this way. She says, a director on a callback had a camera shooting up my skirt and asked me to touch myself and think about the guy have been intimate with me in this scene. I thought, okay, this is a little weird, but there was a female casting director in the room, and I'd done weird stuff before, so I did it. The way that Thandiwe describes that situation almost makes it sound like it's normal, accepted behavior. We don't know the type of role that she was auditioning for in this context, so it's possible that such behavior would be part of the gig. As she says, she felt slightly more comfortable with the idea because there was a female casting director in the room as well. Acting is a strange profession, and certain boundaries we might accept are overlooked by performers. What happened next, however, takes the situation to a whole new field. She recalls that said W that she ran into a producer during a film festival who drunkenly admitted to her that they had seen the footage of her raw audition. She explains that it turns out that the director was showing the audition tape to his friends after poker games at his house, and they would all, you know, get satisfaction from it. What a horrific, vile violation There's so much about this that's wrong. We hardly know where to begin. We can almost understand the need to have an actor pantomime those type of activities in an audition if it's for a role that requires such action. The actor going out for the role may know what's needed from them, and if they want to be in such a project, the audition could require it. But a filmmaker holding on to the footage and then sharing it with strangers after the fact, that's beyond deplorable. Um, Newton, now 43 and the mother of two teenage daughters, is taking the high road. She shared the story so that it might be a lesson to others in the industry who are doing what they can to break in, not realizing how detrimental it might be to them in the future. She concluded, she said, I was so naive when I started out, and I realize now that we have to prepare our kids. I've got two beautiful daughters. One is 16, one is 11. So many people in our business, they don't want to be the ones to say something. That's a bum out, because then they become associated with a bum out, and nobody wants to read about so and so because they're always blabbering on about a bum out. But one person will read this and it will stop them getting abused by a director. That's the person I'm interested in. So she's been speaking about this type of stuff for quite a while. This article was published on July 4, 2016 on cinemablend.com. Hold on. Okay, so she's been speaking about this casting couch experience and her experience and these experiences, and I'm pretty sure that the powers that be are not happy with what she's been going on with, and I think that's a part of the reason why she's been having these difficulties lately. I don't know what's going on, but then she posted this so now they said that she's going to rehab, right? They said they're sending her off to rehab because she needs rehab because of whatever argument occurred with her and this man, Mr. Channing. She posted this image to her Instagram page. Now, according to page 6, Thandiwe Newton appears to be wanting to send a message as she deals with turmoil in her personal life. The actress, who may be heading to rehab amid her separation from her husband of 24 years, his name is Al Parker, posted a now deleted photo of a lingerie corset dress on her Instagram stories that read, "Do we hate our women?" The dress also had the words, "I wonder why we take from our women, why we RAPE our women, do we hate our women," woven on the sides of the bodice. The words are from a Tupac song. The Tupac song, what song is it? Keep Your Head Up. And let me show you the dress. Let me show you the image. This is the image that she posted, the dress, with those words on the dress. She deleted it after that. Okay. So multiple sources told page 6 that she has been battling emotional and family problems, which led to her losing her role on the third installment of Magic Mike. But she insists that she didn't have no argument with Channing Tatum. So I don't understand why they're saying she had an argument with Channing Tatum, and then they try to say it was about Will Smith and Chris Rock. That's unprofessional. I don't know who's then enlisted. There had to be some language. There had to be something. A source on the set of the movie says she had been acting strange on set. She has been very highly strung. Her apparent breakdown caused so much disruption it became clear she couldn't play the role. Well, what did they do to her? What happened to her? Why? Why did that happen? Did nobody just get up and do that? What happened? What happened to this woman? She seemed so stressed. She even brought her 2 pet rabbits to her hotel for emotional support. So what people do? So what's if she have emotional support? She bring her rabbits. What's wrong with that? I don't understand. Did she bring the rabbits because she was going down the rabbit hole? Is she going through the looking glass? Is she reverting back to some type of Alice in Wonderland type of, like, where are we placing this woman who has been abused since she was 16 years old and groomed since she was 16 years old by the industry? Um, the insider said her team has been pushing to get her into rehab for mental health support. And that arrangements were being made to go to a facility in Arizona if she agreed to go. If she did have access to her social media to share her posts, it would seem that she hadn't been checked in yet. Her rep did not return the response to page 6. And after she was asked from Magic Mike, The Last Dance, there were many conflicting reports about whether she had been fired following a fight with the film star and producer. Multiple sources said those reports were false, and she exited the movie because of personal family matters. So they came out and said that she did not exit because of a fight with Channing Tatum. They said that it was said that they had a tense exchange of words that was decided that was inaccurate, and that did not happen. Um, it's the fact that she has personal family matters why she's not doing the film. Um, and that she decided to step away to deal with family matters. They don't want her to look unprofessional and so on, but she do look like she was going through something. She was stressed out, and in the movie that she's advertising right now, it looks like something occurred. I don't know what these people, cause if casting directors expect certain things from you, people expect certain things from you. Things are expected from these women, and you don't know what they're expected to do, and why is she talking about RAPE and what's going on? Like, what really occurred? That's my thing. I'm not thinking like, oh, Thandiwe Newton is crazy. She needs to go to rehab. No, I'm trying to figure out what happened to this woman, because something must have happened to her, because she has upheld and carried herself for so long. I would, anybody would break if they had been through that. Groomed from you was 16. Then this man had the appearance like telling them that y'all was in a relationship so he could continue grooming you, and then your parents, like, I'm sorry, I love your parents, but you didn't find nothing wrong with this 40 something year old man talking about he wants to be with me at 18 years old. Like, did you not see me crying out to you in the midst of everything? Did you not see my eyes? Did you see my face? Like, I don't know, was it money? Like, I don't know. So I wanted to talk about that, and I am our cafeteria Labrish. Our thoughts are with Thandiwe Newton. We support Thandiwe Newton. I don't believe that she did that interview like saying about dark skin women. She meant what she said, and it seemed a little bit contrived and superficial to us, but we don't know what that woman is going through. We don't know where her mind is, and we don't know where her mind is taking her, where it's been, or anything like that, because people just probably do not even know that this woman was groomed at 16, that she had to go through the casting couch, and probably still has to go through the casting couch up until 2022 right now, and that may be the problem why she had to leave this movie, because it's just too much for her to be at her age and still have to do what it is that people want her to do based upon the video that's going on around somebody's poker damn table. All right, so I just wanted to say that. Yeah, moving on from Thandiwe Newton, we got Jocelyn out here creating havoc. Johnson's Cabaret. Welcome to Vegas, baby. Why don't you come and pay me? I wanna ride. 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 I wanna ride it, baby. I wanna ride it, baby.